I want to start with this breaking news we just found out. Just so you guys know, if you don't know, breaking news: Kash Patel is confirmed as FBI chief. Let's check out the little video here. Of course, they're gonna make it look all nice and fun. Ooh, look at that! He is coming to the rescue. I'm not being 100% facetious when I do that. I know you. I know you're gonna push back a little on this, Craig. We have to have that discussion, of course. But there is something exciting about this. I think just the fact. And let's look at this. So yeah, Kash Patel's confirmed as director of the FBI. Buckle up, FBI. The weaponized FBI agents against our citizens at school board meetings and against Trump is over. Kash knows where the bodies are buried. Expose them all. So I'm just going to start with this, and I know you're gonna. We have to be just as critical on him as anyone else. But I love the idea of the fact that people are squirming right now. I love it because the more you're squirming, the more you're sweating right now, the more you have something to hide. And I just want to grab a bag of popcorn and sit back and watch what this guy does first. But now I'll pass it to you, Craig. Your thoughts. Obviously, we know he's a Zionist, so let's also give that critique as well. Go for it.
What is the youngest Stark? Is that Arya Stark? Which one is that? Isn't that? It's not. It's Arya Stark or Sansa Stark. What's the one that she's learned how to be a shapeshifter, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's Stark, right? Yeah, Cloak and Dagger would be I don't want to use Cloak and Dagger. It was an old school movie, Cloak and Dagger. Cloaking yourself, you know what I'm saying? Yes. I think that's what this is all about. I don't think we're going to get any justice whatsoever. I mean, come on. If people think that these guys are just going to be allowed to come in and be alive and the intelligence apparatus isn't going to mess with it, I mean, come on, guys. Well, they tried to kill Donald Trump, but he survived. Yeah, sure. If the CIA wants to kill you, you're dead. You're done. Forget about it. And I would ask, is it the colonel that we had on a couple weeks ago that talked about Operation Gladio, right?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
If you read some of these, The Devil's Chessboard, right? You look at some of these books, they don't miss. They got a million ways to kill you if they want to. And if you want you dead, they'll kill you. You think they're just going to let somebody come on in is going to just change everything? It happens to be the guy they're letting to come in that's supposed to be going to change something is also an ardent Zionist, right? A deeply committed Zionist. And don't say, well, it's FBI. It's no, the Zionists are involved in every single piece of policy we have here in the United States, not just foreign policy. So they have business interest. There's a lot of things going on. So it's just more of the same. Do you really think, Matt, that the intelligence apparatus is going to let somebody come in who's claiming to reform him? Who's the last guy that said that? And JFK, I want to shatter it and let it fly into the dust and the wind, right? Come on. I mean, people have to think. This is all about making you believe there's actually real change going on, and everything is going according to plan for the ruling class. They're taking us where they need to take us, and you're being duped by these people.
Look, we're not going to spend too much time with this one, but I'm going to just throw this out. Just sit on this, marinate on this one, Craig.
Okay.
I'll take what you say point blank. You're saying nothing's going to change. Who cares? Here's the one thing, though. If you get a guy like Adam Schiff sweating bullets right now, let's just say hypothetically, he's the one guy they can, and this goes with what you're saying, that they create this story of we're taking his ass down. And then you get this round of applause from all the MAGAs and MAHAs that say, yes, this guy needs to, let's say, to the extent of going to jail or having some sort of, civil case against, or something where you're like, this guy is a criminal and his career's over. And then, of course, you're saying, well, one guy down, who cares? It's the same system. But I'm saying this. You take a guy like Adam Schiff, just as an example. This is just a just a hypothetical. If he goes down and the system maintains, didn't that at least get some people's attention who thought Adam Schiff was the greatest person and he's one of the good guys? Doesn't that at least do something for people to go, wait a minute, what happened? What was he hiding? What was the thing? So I think even if we can move incrementally just a little bit forward and have just that many more people, a handful of people that get on board with us because they see this guy going in and saying, you can't get away with this shit anymore, that might get a few people interested in what's going on. Even though, like you're saying, it might not change anything overall, but I just like seeing a couple people squirm like that and have maybe a little bit of consequences. Thoughts
Yeah.
on that one?
When's the last time we've seen a politician really pay any consequences that wasn't part of the machine, right? Come on. And is he really sweating bullets, Matt? And like I said, it's way more of a distraction than it is getting people focused or interested. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Everything is going according to plan. The whole reason why Kash Patel, Donald Trump, he was let in, right? Or he came in on some agreements. The guy who's in the WWE Hall of Fame. Okay, they are there to dupe you and to move you in the same direction that they're supposed to be moving you. The advancement of AI is here, ladies and gentlemen. It's on the doorstep. Donald Trump wasted no time. Day 2, he was there, and like I said, every single one of his people are deeply committed Zionists. And look what Elon Musk did. And people said the same thing you're saying right now about Kash Patel, about Elon Musk. Well, isn't it a little bit of advancement, right? I mean, I saw pretty famous podcasters go, well, isn't Elon Musk giving us a little bit? And they're measuring that same incrementalism. But look what's really happening. You're getting the rug pulled out from underneath you. Javier Milei, that's who Elon Musk has been praising more than anybody. And you know what I'm saying? And the deals that he's been doing with BlackRock and Israel and being pro-Ukrainian, this is Javier Milei, right? And then they pulls the rug out and steals from his own citizens. They're going to pull the rug out from you sooner or later. This is still the time of acceleration, and the ruling class and the oligarchs are moving where they need to move. We have to reshuffle everything. It's a different era. It's a different age. One thing I do disagree with Judge Napolitano, he was talking about what Elon was doing. He says, wait until he tries to get into the Pentagon and try to change things. He's going to see the military-industrial complex. No, that's the one thing Judge Knapp is wrong about. Elon Musk is the intelligence, is the military-industrial complex. It's a different military-industrial complex. It's all, you know what I'm saying, it's technocratical now at this point. You know, satellites are the most important thing. Elon has those are about the behest of the government. He is the military-industrial complex. We are moving into the right. We are moving into the time of QR codes. And I think that's the most important thing you have to focus on, Matt, when you start talking about the COVID and you start talking about anything related to it, because it wasn't just about a virus or a bioweapon. It was about rearranging society and getting people on the grid. They're moving people on the grid. Nothing has been advanced when it comes to our freedom of speech. There's no open source, nothing. I mean, did you get your other channel back yet?
No, we did not get the other channel back, but we started a new one. We started a new one. And it's doing pretty good considering we've only been going about a month, and we're getting some good engagement right away. And no emails yet from Google telling us that we're a danger to society. So that's good. We'll see how it goes. But we're not stopping the fight, Craig. We're not going to just throw our hands in the air and say, we're just going to sign up and be nihilists, because if that's the left you're looking for, I don't know if I'm for that. I'm still looking for some sort of silver lining in all of this stuff. There has to be.
Yeah, but the first part of that silver lining is recognizing who the enemy is and what they're doing.
Sure.
No solutions will exist within the two-party duopoly ever.
No, we know
they're
that.
Only there to do
that's we know that part. Yeah. I'm saying that if we can have celebrational moments along the way in this dark path we're going down, where there's just this like no way to beat this thing. Like we're saying, there's no way to beat this Zionist machine, this AI machine. We can't beat it. Okay, but can we have little wins along the way? That's all I'm looking for. And to not sign up for lefty nihilism, I guess, because I don't want to join that party.
We got to remember where we're coming from, though. We're talking about wins are when people are opting out of the systems completely, moving away, understanding there has to be a different route. Those are the wins. And unfortunately, in Donald Trump, it was quite the opposite. Why we lost so much is people did take those little celebrations and use them to manufacture consent to support the two-party to support putting themselves in the technocratic chains of the future. People supported that, because they looked at those things. And when you do say, okay, these are these little victories here, sometimes you get to the lesser of two evils argument. Instead of rejecting the choices that are given you, you go along and you check that box from what you think is the lesser of two evils. Yeah. So, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but right now I still think that the time is to make sure people recognize that there's no solutions within these two parties. It's not. It's a two-party illusion. It's the same people who are running things then are the same people who are running people now.
All right.
So
Well, listen, we're gonna get on to top censor news of the week. I'm gonna make one last my show, man. I'm gonna make one last point here because we're covering a little Marvel stuff later on. We're gonna do a little Hollywood with the Captain America crap,
of course you
Zionist
are.
crap. But when we talk about Marvel movies, I think back to X-Men 2, and I think about why that movie was so good. It's one of the best. The X2 I think came out in like 2003. And it's a great film. Bryan Singer, I guess, pedophile Bryan Singer directed it, but it's still a good film. And the
Which
thing
one was
about
that?
the film, it's about the X-Men knowing they have to go to their enemy, Magneto, to have his help to save the day against the Weapon X thing. I remember the narrative. But you know who the bad guy is, and you know that you might need the help of Magneto, and he does actually come and help. Knowing that you're going to have to face him as well in the future, and he's a guy who can rip your soul right, or he can rip your bones right out from your body, but he's somebody that you needed the help to win that particular battle. So I go back to that and go, that's an interesting setup. It's not just good versus evil. There's something a little more complex going on there where you have to pull whatever you can to get the thing done. And so I'll just leave on that. It's a fun film. Go back and look at that one. But we're going to be boycotting this new Captain America one. But we'll get to all of that later in the show.
Cash Patel is no Magneto, pal.
What's that?
Cash Patel is no Magneto. And I know that guy to be full of shit every single time I heard him open up his mouth.
Maybe RFK Jr. is Magneto. Who knows?
That's
it. No, I'm just saying. Let's consider it. We know what the Zionists can do to us. We know that the Zionists can, what they're capable of. But every once in a while, they might be useful for something that we need. And we might need that right now.